Hello everybody, welcome to Dawson County Emergency Services Fire Station number 1, our headquarters building. My name is Lieutenant Chris Archer, and I have with me Community Risk Reduction Specialist Karina Zebruker today.
Hi everyone.
We want to take a few minutes out of our day and give you a quick tour of our fire station. Typically when you come to visit us, our firefighters are here. They work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They work on 3 shifts. We have 2 days off for every 1 day they work. Let's take a few minutes to start our tour in the lobby and show you a few things we have. Alright, so in front of us here we have our awards case. We've got numerous awards for different things. You'll see we have some MDA boot drive awards we get for doing our boot drives. You see us out every year. We've got a couple recognitions from Forsyth County for helping out with a recruit class. Our 2001 EMS of the Year awards over there. Various awards from different people. Okay, next to me here you'll see we have a piece of metal. So this piece of metal is pretty important to most of the guys and gals that work here at Dawson County Emergency Services. This is a piece of steel that came from the World Trade Center. It was donated to us by the FDNY. The stand which it's sitting on top of was made here by the welding class at Lanier Technical College.
So I'm the B Shield Inter-Battalion Chief. I'm responsible for maintaining the staffing on our shift. Also the fire safety officer or the incident commander on our large-scale incidents. We make sure we keep our pharmaceuticals restocked on all of our ambulances. Shift safety officer, essentially. So I mean, a lot of stuff to take care of. We run about roughly 15 people that I'm responsible for a day, so just trying to keep everything together. So that's essentially what I do.
Hi everybody, my name is Karina. I am the Community Risk Reduction Specialist here at Dawson County Emergency Services. So a little bit about my job is not only do I get to work with these awesome men and women that are here in our department, but I also get to kind of spread out my message about fire safety. So everything that we do as far as promoting fire safety, stop, drop, and roll, escape plan, that's what I like to do, going out to schools, making sure everybody knows what to do in case of an emergency. So aside from that, I also get to do inspections. So the businesses that are in operation, I get to go around and inspect and make sure that they're fire safe as well. So that's pretty much what I do, a little bit more, but I love it and it's absolutely very rewarding. So.
Cities patches that we've collected over the years here. A lot of times we'll trade patches with other departments. So you have your baseball collection at home, baseball card collection at home. We collect patches, so they'll take these trade. Some of them have just been given to us. Most of these though, we've either traded or we've hired somebody that worked at that department at some point in time and they brought us a spare patch and we hung it up in here. Firefighter Testing and Firefighter Taylor. They are the engine company for Dawson County Station 1 today. I'm going to give them a few minutes to talk to you guys and tell you about themselves and show their engine off.
So I'm Firefighter Testing. I'm driving engine 1 today. This is a fire truck where we do more than just fight fire. We run medical calls as well as wrecks, general service calls, and of course we fight fire also. It's my partner for today. We live together for 24 hours. We work 1 day on, 2 days off. And today he's driving seat, so he's in charge of all the important stuff like talking on the radio and making sure we know everything about the call we're going to from the computer in the cab. And we'll take you guys around and show you what's in the compartments. So here we have the driver's compartment. This has got most of your stuff for your hose appliances, extra nozzles, hose adapters, and stuff like that. We keep a spare roll of large diameter hose if we need to hook to a hydrant. It's 25 feet. Hopefully we can get close enough to a hydrant or another truck that's going to give us water to use that. If not, we have a bunch more on the back. Just some general stuff like a toolbox, big flashlight, portable scene light, and a gas monitor. And of course we keep our wheel chocks so when we park we don't roll off. In this compartment we carry what's known as a high-rise pack. If we go into any of our larger buildings in the county like the courthouse or some of the taller buildings, we'll take this in with us and we'll use this as our attack hose coming off of a larger hose that we would stretch up a stairwell, and this would be what we'll actually use. It's not connected to the truck, we bring it with us. We've got some shovels and a jack that can be used for extrication or lifting vehicles. And this orange pack right here is kind of like our air pack, except it's in one confined thing. This is called a RIT bag. This is what we use if we have a downed firefighter or possibly a victim inside a fire that needs air and doesn't have any. We can bring this and hook it into the existing pack that they're already wearing, or if it's a victim that has a face piece in here, we can allow them to breathe off of it until we can get them out. In here we carry some spare SCBA cylinders, a water extinguisher and a dry chem fire extinguisher, a portable generator that's tied to the truck. If we have to use, we've got a Sawzall and some portable lights. And this is spare foam. We carry 30 gallons of foam already in the engine in a tank. All we have to do is press a button and we can make foam for flammable liquids fires and things of that nature. And this is one of my favorite things that doesn't get used very much. This is called a piercing nozzle. Hook the hose in right here. Has an end that you can hit with a sledgehammer or whatever if you need to. It's great for car fires. Jam it through the hood and open it up and it sprays water out of these holes here. Also great for trailer fires. You can go right through the side of a mobile home and darken that compartment down and knock out a lot of fire that way. So back here on the back, we carry two 200-foot sections of 1 3/4 pre-connect. It's the hand line that we'll use to fight fire. And we carry 2 sizes of supply hose, depending on where we're at. In our first view, we may or may not have hydrants. So we have 3-inch if we're going to use a hydrant or a tender, big water truck. And then if we've got a hydrant, we've got 5-inch LDA. We've got 600 foot of both of these. And in this compartment, we keep some tools, fuel for our saws. We have a rescue saw and a chainsaw hiding in the back there. Backboard, a positive pressure fan in the case of smoke inside a structure from anything from popcorn in the microwave to a fire. We can use that and blow it out. This is our hydrant bag that we carry. It's got all of our fittings for our hydrants, everything we would need to stop and hook one of these lines to a hydrant, put a lead into a fire, and cones and kitty litter. Accidents on the roadway and stuff you use for oil and antifreeze. And then this compartment back here is for the ladder type. Have a 24-foot extension ladder. So that ladder's in 2 pieces and it'll extend for 24 feet. On this side we've got a 14-foot roof ladder. Has hooks on the other end so we can put it on top of the roof and we'll hook it on the peak so it won't move. A couple of pipe poles, useful for pulling ceiling and siding material, stuff like that. And a 10-foot expandable attic ladder is usually what we use inside to gain access into an attic or something like that. Much smaller. Much easier to get around to.
So in this compartment we have all of our extrication equipment and cribbing, stabilized cars and everything. We got fire rates for fire line fires, grass fires. We got our cutters and spreaders, and this runs them with the hoses connect to them. We got cribbing for underneath vehicles, stabilized cars as needed. This does the same as well. We keep all of our tools we need. We got a thick head axe, bolt cutters. We got our irons, which is a flathead axe and a Halligan. We got a sledgehammer, trash hook, and New York hook. Wood hook on the other side. Use these to break in doors, vehicles, pop hoods, and everything. In this department, we have all of our ropes for rescues and power vehicles. We have our struts to also stabilize vehicles, large vehicles. Our decon bucket after fires, we just clean our gear and clean off with. Garden hose and brushing. We got our airbags here, punish vehicles, lift vehicles off the ground, off people. Some more ropes.
Right here, you're looking at what we have is the pump panel for this truck. This is where probably one of the most important parts of our operations as firefighters happens at. This is where the driver of the truck gets to come and he controls the amount of water and which hoses fill with water while they extinguish fires. They can switch up here from using a large deck gun, which is a large mounted water apparatus up top, puts out a lot of water really fast, or they can go over to one of the nozzles on the side here and operate individual hose lines, determine how much pressure they have to put on those lines, how many gallons per minute they're going to get, and also switch back and forth between foam and water on those hand lines.
So here we keep all of our medical supplies for our medical calls that we have to run and everything. Some C-collars and head blocks we have to backboard people, put around their neck. We got our SCBAs to breathe air when we're in a fire and everything to hold 4,500 pounds of air, 45-minute bottles. Here we keep our gloves. We use the medical calls and everything. Got a extra flashlight here you can take in if you need to. These are our pets. You get a pet down and you give oxygen to.
This is called a thermal imaging camera. It's another piece of equipment we carry on the engine. What this does is allows you to see different heat signatures. So not only can you use it if you're looking for a fire where the hot part is, to make sure you've done extinguishment properly, you can also use it to scan for victims, and you can see people and their heat signature. As you can see right here, the white part's going to be hot, so you can see Mr. Archer there and his heat signature, and that'll allow you to find somebody in a smoke-filled environment or zero visibility environment.
Hey, I'm Jeff Bailey, Fire Marshal for Dawson County. I work with Dawson County Emergency Services. I started out as a firefighter here. In fact, I was one of the first full-time paid firefighters. That was 26 years ago. About 2 years ago, I decided it was about time for me and advancing age that I need to get off the truck, let the younger guys do the hard work, and I started pushing pencils. Primarily, my office is responsible for all investigations, determine the cause and origin of fires. We do it from the onset of investigation up through prosecution. This office is responsible for fire prevention, public education. We do CPR classes to the general public. We go to schools, have touch a truck events. We try to get out and be the face of the fire department, try to represent it so that y'all know who we are and we know who you are. If you ever have any questions and you want to learn more about fire safety, feel free to call us, 706-344-3666. That's Fire Prevention Division, which I have the privilege of being the head of. Thank you very much. Have a great day.